Hey, what's up, Bachi Bros? It's me, Red, here with another Kagurabachi Mythology, this one being on Kuregumo / Cloud Gouger. And I'll be calling it Kuregumo throughout the video since I like it better than Cloud Gouger, though I will bring up Cloud Gouger during the video. Anyways, make sure to like if you enjoyed and please subscribe so I could reach 400 and many more subscribers. Remember, subscribing is free and you can always unsubscribe later. Also, make sure to leave any comments and feedback down below. I enjoy reading them even if I might not reply. I also set up a Buy Me a Coffee account, so if you want to help make the channel better with better production and actually like my content enough to donate, please do. This doesn't affect anything as I will still continue to upload videos. Also, as a thanks, you and or your message from the dono will appear at the end of mythology videos like this one. Link is in the description and on screen, so only donate if you really want to, and if you have the money available. Anyways, before I get started, the absolute GOAT, Kagurabachi Brasil, posted this for Kagurabachi's first anniversary. So the post will be linked in the description. I wanted to boost this to YouTube since I'll be participating, and hopefully Bachi Bros around the world will do too. Also, spoilers for Kagurabachi, make sure to go read Peak if you haven't. So, enough time has passed. Let us proceed. Starting with the Kuregumo itself, which is one of the 7 enchanted blades crafted by Kunishige Rokuhira, and it was one of the 6 used during the Sete War. Kuregumo was originally used by an unknown person during the war, who died before the events of Kagurabachi. Then Kuregumo and the other 5 enchanted blades that were used during the war were stolen by the Hishaku, who gave the Kuregumo to Genichi Sojo. And since the previous owner died, Sojo was able to use Kuregumo since the enchanted blades have lifelong contracts. Eventually, the son of Kunishige, Chihiro, fought Sojo with the 7th enchanted blade N10. Check out my previous video for more info on N10 by the way. And after the difficult fight, Chihiro came victorious and slew Sojo. However, Kuregumo was split in two, the blade and hilt. But Chihiro used the hilt when he and his allies invaded the Raikuzachi auction to retrieve N10 and the Magatsumi. Since the Kuregumo was broken, it had limited usage before it died, in which Chihiro commanded the hilt of the Kuregumo to die as Rokuhira property and give it one last powerful bolt before it dissolved and completely disappeared. However, this won't be the last we see of Kuregumo, as Chihiro is still in the possession of the Blade of Kuregumo, so perhaps he uses his skills learnt from his father to reforge Kuregumo. Now, Kuregumo is made up of 2 kanji, and to let people know, I don't know Japanese, so if I get anything wrong, please let me know. Anyways, the 2 kanji are Kure and Gumo, which, from what I found, Kure means hollow out, split, tear, and most importantly, gouge out, while Gumo means cloud, which is how we have the English name Cloud Gouger, as they get the cloud from Gumo and gouge/gouger from Kure. Anyways, like the 2 other enchanted blades that we've seen, Kuregumo's spirit energy forms into an animal. But unlike how N10 forms goldfish and Magatsumi forms different insects, Kuregumo forms a mythical creature, a dragon, and to be specific, an Asian/Chinese dragon, which you could see its eyes and whiskers in the cloud that it forms, which is dragon shaped. In Chinese folklore, there's actually a dragon that matches Kuregumo, and if Takeru Hokazono actually references dragon, it would be pretty cool, as it is a spirit dragon, Shen Long, who has azure scales and is the dragon god of the tempest and the master of the rain. Shen Long governs over storms, clouds, and rain, which really fits with Kuregumo's abilities that I'll be going on to right now, starting with Mei, which is an ability that can be charged to become even stronger so that the user is able to unleash a powerful lightning bolt, or the user cloaks themselves with Mei, which allows the user to shoot themselves forward at the speed of lightning to perform a devastating attack. When Chihiro used Kuregumo, he was able to perform Mei Shred, which is similar to when Mei is used to launch the user. However, the difference is that it's significantly stronger and its regular lightning is replaced with black lightning, and Mei Shred is able to significantly boost Chihiro's speed and strength. In Japanese, Mei is represented with this kanji, which means chirp, cry, bark, sound, ring, echo, and honk. And while it doesn't have anything to do with lightning like the ability, it's definitely a reference to what happens after lightning, thunder. So the name can easily represent thunder, especially with its meaning being sound, ring, and echo. So that was Mei. Now into Kuregumo's next ability, Yui, which this ability is able to shoot out and form a variable amount of ice in the direction where the blade is pointed, which can freeze enemies in place or just kill them with spikes made of ice. In Japanese, Yui is represented with this kanji, which means to braid, to bind, to tie, or to link. So my interpretation as to why the ability is called Yui is because the ice Kuregumo shoots out is able to freeze enemies in place, aka bind enemies in place. So that was Yui. Now onto Kuregumo's final ability, Ko, which co-op makes it so that Kuregumo creates a variable amount of water or mist, which the mist can disorient enemies and hide the user, or just make the floor and enemies wet if it forms water. While Ko might seem weak, its true strength is how Ko has perfect synergy with Mei and Yui, as Mei doesn't need to charge as much to do more damage to enemies as it makes them more conductive and allowing Mei to hit more enemies as well. And Yui is able to freeze more to create more structures formed of ice or freeze more enemies in place. In Japanese, Ko is represented with this kanji, which means to surrender, to descend, to fall, and most importantly, to precipitate. My interpretation as to why Ko is represented with that kanji is because precipitate is when drops of moisture or particles of dust are deposited from the atmosphere or from a vapor or suspension, aka when it rains. So of course the water ability fits Yui. Anyways, that was a Kagurabachi Mythology, Enchanted Blade Kuregumo. Hopefully you enjoyed enough to leave a like and subscribe. Also check out my video on N10, link in the description below. Also, since there are 4 more enchanted blades that we don't know anything about, I'd like to read your ideas in the comments below, like what animal the blade will represent and element. And honestly, I can't believe it's almost been a year since the start of Kagurabachi, which serialized in September 19. Which is pretty funny as September 6th is my channel's first anniversary. So both me and Kagurabachi share a birthday month of sorts, with my channel only being 13 days older. So basically, Kagurabachi and my channel will be as old as each other for however long we continue. Pretty nutty to be honest, and really cool. So stay tuned for my channel anniversary video on the 6th, and make sure to stay tuned for future content and watch my other vids too. Like I said, if you want to help support me and this channel for many more years, please check out my Buy Me a Coffee. You don't need to donate, but I'd really appreciate it. So anyways, thanks for watching.